Welcome to the News Broadcast Daily, and following are the highlights.
The second session of the 13th National Assembly wrapped up. The 14th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Science and Technology opened in Ho Chi Minh City. President of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, Huỳnh Đàm, visits Laos. The Vietnamese Embassy in China hosted a forum to promote bilateral trade.
The second sessions of the 13th National Assembly wrapped up in Hanoi on November 26th. After 1 month of sitting, National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng delivered a closing speech.
The session discussed and decided a wide range of important issues of the country, especially the socio-economic development tasks for 2012 and the 5-year period from 2011 to 2015. The National Assembly adopted resolutions on the socio-economic development plans for 2012 and the 2011-2015 period, the National Target Program and the Government Bond Program for the 2011-2015 period. The legislature also approved resolutions on budget estimates and allocation for 2012, the National Assembly's supervision program in 2012, and the land use plans in 2012 and the 2011-2015 period. The session also passed 5 bills, including the law on complaints, the law on denunciations, the law on archives, the law on measurements, and cryptography law. At this session, the National Assembly made progress in preparing for the session and presiding over meetings to uphold the collective brain power and the sense of responsibility of agencies and National Assembly deputies. The National Assembly's resolutions are more specific and clearly define tasks, measures, and responsibilities of relevant agencies and organizations in the implementation process. The National Assembly also adopted a resolution on the questioning and answering at the session. Accordingly, the National Assembly and the Standing Committee will take responsibility for overseeing the fulfillment of commitments by the Prime Minister and Cabinet members to implement socio-economic development solutions in 2012 and the following years.
The 14th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on Science and Technology opened in Ho Chi Minh City on November 26th in the presence of Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân highlighted the development process of science and technology in Vietnam. The Deputy Prime Minister expressed his hope that the ministers would promote the sharing of experience in order to further step up scientific and technological cooperation within ASEAN towards the building of the ASEAN community by 2015.
As part of his visit to Laos, a delegation of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee led by President Huỳnh Đàm was received by Party General Secretary and President Chumali Season in Vientiane on November 25th.
President Huỳnh Đàm suggested the two sides strengthen cooperation in front work and exchanges as well as diversify forms of linkages between localities, especially those along the shared borderline. He affirmed that the Vietnamese party, government, Fatherland Front, and people are always proud of the tradition of friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two nations. Party General Secretary and President Chumali Season expressed his wish that in future the two countries' front organizations will increase the exchange of information, experience, and mutual support, as well as educate our people, especially younger generations, on the tradition of special solidarity between Vietnam and Laos. The same day, Chairman of the Lao National Assembly, Pane Jathotur, hosted a reception for the Vietnamese delegation.
The Vietnamese Embassy in China organized a forum in Tiên Sơn City on November 25th to promote trade between the two nations. Almost 200 delegates from local agencies and businesses attended the event.
The forum was part of activities to realize the Vietnamese government's plan to boost economic, trade, investment and tourism cooperation between Vietnam and other countries. The forum provided Chinese businesses with a better understanding about the investment environment in Vietnam and encouraged enterprises from the two countries to set up partnerships. Opening the event, Vietnamese ambassador to China Nguyễn Văn Thơ said, "Relations between Vietnam and China in general and Thiên Sinh City in particular are growing fruitfully, creating a foundation for the two sides to step up cooperation in economics, trade and investment." Minister Chancellor of the Vietnamese Embassy, Hoàng Ngọc Vinh, briefed the participants on the guidelines, policies and laws of Vietnam relating to trade and investment cooperation with foreign partners.
Since the beginning of this year, the Mekong Delta provinces have exported 490,000 tons of dry fish, fetching $1.47 billion. The figure accounts for 30% of the country's total seafood export earnings.
In the review period, the Mekong Delta region has expanded areas for aquaculture by over 5,100 hectares, yielding 1.1 million tons. The current price of dry fish now stands at 27,500 Vietnam dong to 28,300 Vietnam dong per kilo, 2,000 Vietnam dong higher than in October. Mekong Delta provinces are applying new methods of fish farming in line with standards of Vietnamese good agricultural practices, global good agricultural practices, safe quality food and hazards analysis, and critical control points.
The Vietnam Association of Photographic Artists hosted a ceremony in Hanoi on November 26th to honor winners of the 6th International Artistic Photo Contest.
After 3 months, the organizers received over 10,600 entries sent by 1,602 photographers from 55 countries and territories around the world. 542 photos of 354 photographers got granted certificates of the contest. The organizers presented prizes to 37 works in 3 sessions, including open color, open monochrome, and Vietnam images through the lens. The contest was a chance to promote the images of the country, people, and culture of each nation to international friends. The organizers selected 250 most outstanding photos for display at the Temple of Literature in Hanoi. The exhibition will open to visitors until November 30 and move on to Ho Chi Minh City in March 2012.
Experts say the community should play a greater role in conservation of biodiversity, especially at a time when many species of endemic animals in Vietnam are under threat of extinction.
Recently, the World Wide Fund for Nature announced the extinction of the Java rhino in Vietnam. Now the Java rhino can only be seen in pictures. Research by WWF and the Ca Tien National Park showed that the last Java rhino in Vietnam did not die of natural causes. Poaching is blamed for the animal's disappearance because people think rhino horn is valuable, so they are keen to hunt the animal. There were 2 populations of rhino, one in Indonesia and one in Vietnam. But in Vietnam, the species is endemic and cannot be replaced if it disappears. Vietnam is rated as the country with the highest biodiversity in the world. Many international organizations have provided financial, technical, and personal assistance to Vietnam to promote biodiversity conservation. However, experts say the work faces many difficulties. It is hard to protect these animals because the work is costly and it requires strong safeguarding forces. In addition, many Vietnamese people go to the forest to hunt wild animals, especially large, valuable, and rare species, according to their customs. The law on biodiversity, which was introduced in 2009, is expected to help protect plants and animals in 2 million hectares of natural forests, 160 special purpose forests, and 30 national parks. However, experts said The community should play a greater role in the country's efforts to conserve biodiversity. It is necessary to raise public awareness of conservation of diversity, making people see it is their own responsibility. To this end, there should be policies to create income for the people. Only when they have a stable income can they think of conservation of biodiversity. All people should consider natural resources conservation to be their own responsibility. International organizations only provide us with assistance. According to Vietnam Zoology Association, in addition to the Java rhino, many species of endemic animals in Vietnam are on the brink of extinction. There are about several dozens to several hundred individuals, such as sao la, deer, elephant, and tiger. Comprehensive measures should be taken to conserve these precious species, including encouragement of community involvement.
And this is the end of VNews today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.